G'day everyone, DJ Darks here for another episode of Weekly INFINITAS releases. Once again, I'm joined with DJ GOKKUN.
I like to think I'm more DJ Howard these days.
Oh, you can be whatever DJ you want.
Anyway, well, in that case, can I be Anthony?
Whatever you want.
Alright.
Anyway, this week I thought we'd do something interesting because Konami's decided to give access to all the previous content that hasn't been unlocked for players to celebrate the release of their new controller. That includes the tournament songs that were used for qualifying for KAC. So instead of just doing the initial songs that come out this month, I thought it'd be cool to split up this week into two parts, where with GOKKUN I talk about the songs that are released for the tournament, and with Phoenix I talk about the new releases. So, what do you think of the tournament songs that they picked, GOKKUN?
You mean like Drop?
Yeah, all of those.
They're all fun songs. They're all fun, pretty accessible. I mean, well, Drop and Bloomin' Feeling, they...
Great songs.
Particularly Bloomin' Feeling was, well, you know, serious. And serious is when Konami decided, hey, let's put charge nets in the game. Because I saw it in this other game and it looked really cool, let's put it in there. And it's interesting because they're not very... You can definitely see they're a little bit timid on how they were going to use them. It really showed it in Bloomin' Feeling. I could probably talk about that one later, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it was a fun all-round pick. Again, it's sort of the safe songs, but anything new is fairly safe, I think. So.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, without further ado, we'll get stuck in. Okay, so the first song for this week is Drop by DJ Taka featuring Kanako Hoshino, which was released in Sirius. Now, I'm actually a huge fan of this chart. I love Drop.
I like this video.
You like the video? The video is really weird.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking when they were making the video. A lot of people said you have to be high to understand it. But
Who says that?
Oh, just a few people
Okay.
that I've spoken to. They just say, oh, the video just is so bizarre. Oh wait, it was Zythar. Zythar was the person who said that.
So, so Jeff just got completely blazed one day and went, oh, I get it.
I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
Anyway, something interesting I wanted to point out is that I think that this chart's really random heavy, honestly.
Absolutely. And that's all because there's the glorious little roll in there. Well, all what, 2 or 3 of them?
There's like 3 or 4 of
Yeah.
them. But yeah, like...
I don't think it's 4, I think it's like 3.
3? Oh, well,
I just played it like 4 times. I don't even know.
Yeah. But I mean, depending on where that roll lands, you can either make or break your score. I mean, like, I tried it earlier today and I got like a AAA plus 20 because I got like a 1-3 roll through the whole thing.
Honestly, it's not even the rolls that do it for me. It's the section after the first roll where it throws the odd scratches at you.
Yeah.
Now, I admit that's my own fault because I'm terrible at that. You've witnessed many times how awful I am at timing those things.
Yeah.
That's what gets me. The rolls, it's not bad.
The thing that gets me is those 24ths. They're sort of the start. Like those throw me quite a bit.
They're fun.
They're fun?
They're fun.
I can't do them at all. But yeah, like, I think it's a great chart for progressing into 12s, honestly, because the hardest sections of this are the kind of things that you'll see in 12s, sort of consistently.
It's a very consistent 11, so it does teach you to be able to handle just about anything you can throw at you.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, without further ado, I guess we'll jump into the play video.
Alright.
So here's DJ GOKKUN playing Drop Another.
DJ Anthony, get it right.
Anthony.
I don't know, man. Sleeves don't bother me that much when I play. They don't get in the way. Why does it bother you? Why are you using style?
had like plus 100, then your badge glitched out one bit. Not for that, I would have really wrong. The second song for this week is Bloom and Feeling by Ryustar, which once again was released in Sirius. Now, GOKKUN brought up an interesting point about the chart itself in the intro. What were you saying about the charge notes?
Well, I wouldn't really call it interesting, but it was just when Konami started using charge notes, and you can tell they're a bit timid in how they wanted to use it. I know Sirius had charts like Almagest, which was by all means not timid usage of charge notes, but
even then it was pretty tame.
Yeah, but I think as far as 11s went, they were sort of thinking, we can't make it too rough now, can we?
Yeah, I find a lot of the charge notes were very, very tame.
I think that their approach was a good one in that they were trying to ease 2DX players into the concept of charge notes.
Yeah, but at the same time you have stuff like Alicia, which for some reason all American players are ridiculously good at.
Come to think of it, I did just say they're easing people into it, and then Alicia's out there.
Yeah, so you think, like, in contrast, you got charts like this, which is an 11, which is, you know, pretty mild with the charge notes. Then you've got Alicia, which is just like, holy crap. Charge notes everywhere, what the hell do I do?
Yeah, I'm still bad at it.
So yeah, I mean, it's pretty mild. Honestly, I think it is very straightforward with that triplet rhythm through the whole chart.
It's very slappy.
Yeah. You can get some nice slap randoms on this, and the charge notes are pretty straightforward to deal with, I find.
Yeah, they're not too bad. It's good for learning.
Yeah, and honestly, it's one of my favourite 11s.
I think that's one thing to take so far from two of the songs we've gone over, is that they're both just good charts for learning.
Yeah, they're excellent. In fact, a lot of the 11s from Sirius were really fantastic charts, I found.
Oh, Sirius was an excellent style. My fondest memories of Time Out, anyway, are when we had Sirius.
Yeah, me too.
I'm still proud of that red clear I got.
Absolutely. Anyway, yeah, so once again, just a really straightforward 11 that's quite fun, and yeah, like, every time I see it on the song list, I'm just like, ooh, better play that.
No, I'm not.
Well, either way, people are going to see you playing it, so without further ado, here's DJ Anthony / GOKKUN playing Bloom and Feeling Another.
I want to be sully. I don't really mind if making scores illegitimate, like, I'm not trying to compete. I just want to play against Galzo one day. That's better.
Okay, so the third song for this week is Flower by DJ Yoshitaka, which was released in Chikoro. And oh boy, what a fantastic song. I was so excited to play this one.
Are you being sarcastic?
I don't know, am I?
I think you are.
Yeah. Well, interestingly enough, Flower is probably the most iconic Bimani song. You hear it pretty much in every game. I think it is in literally every game.
I get the feeling it may very well be.
Yeah, and it's in games outside of Bimani as well. Like, I know it's in Groove Coaster.
And plenty of people have used it as a means of remixing certain videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know.
No.
Gachimuchi and all that.
No, I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen the one with Ben Doc?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't. Oh my god. Oh, my childhood.
It's actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I'll have to check it out after this.
It's very well made. I highly recommend it.
Anyway,
You should link it in the video description.
once again, Flower is one of those songs which makes safe use of charge notes. They're only like in very reserved sections. Like I wouldn't even call it a charge note song.
Doesn't it only have like one actual like lot of them?
It's also got the backspin scratches.
Oh, whoop-dee-doo.
Yeah, which don't even really count because you don't have the backspin and it's literally just like turntable up, leave it, and then turntable down. So yeah, for those sections, all you have to do is turn it up a little bit, then turn it down. You don't have to do like the full hand spin thing and then turn it back.
I gotta admit though, the first half of the chart's pretty fun.
Yeah, look, the first half's fun, the second half's just garbage. Like, oh, I hate it, it's so dense. And like, I was talking to Taisuke about it the other day and he also said that playing this song, he found that the start of it's really straightforward and fun. You get to the second section, bam, there goes like 80 points.
Yeah, no, I get that too. It starts off boosting your ego, then it just brings you back to reality after a while.
It really does. And it's just that one section, like that one really dense section towards the end, followed by the weird ass scratches with the skip beat. Like, I don't know why it's a skip beat. I don't know why I didn't just make it 8s.
It's a skip beat, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, yeah.
Oh, that
it's annoying.
bit. Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were talking about it a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Either way, straightforward chart, not very fun. I try and skip over it as often as I can, but regardless, here is the play video. Here is DJ Darks playing Flower, Another. Now the last song for this week is Shelter of the Mind by Yurika/Hanatan, which was released in Copula, which we actually haven't seen before in Infinitas. So this was the first exclusive release for Infinitas that goes past series, including Flower, but you know, it's the first thing that released something into Infinitas that's from the current AC version. GOKKUN, what do you think of Shelter of the Mind?
Well, this is the most emotion you're going to see from me throughout this entire sitting. I played about 5 or 6 measures of it and stopped.
That's pretty much all you need to play at the chart, though. Because
I just don't care for it. I just really don't care for it. It's the chart actually seems quite fun, right? For an 11, it seems quite an easy 11. So if you're breaking into the 11s, go play it. Probably, I don't know.
Bad.
You'll probably clear it.
It's straightforward for an 11, really straightforward.
But I'm not really I like the fact that they're adding stuff from Popular. That's a great move in there.
Yeah, but why this?
Why not?
Why not DPS? Why not damage per second? Which is an amazing song.
Well, thank you for confirming how bad your taste is, but the correct response to that is why not Acid Pumper?
Why Acid Pumper? That song's also terrible.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I hate Acid Pumper. I'm not a fan.
See, this is why you're not actually white.
But yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they picked... I guess it's a safe pick. I mean, if you think about...
Acid Pumper's a safe pick.
It's a bit on the slaky side.
On the
honestly.
slaky side.
I
What's
think
so slaky about it?
It's just an acquired taste. I feel like Shelter of the Mind was the much safer option
That's
for
like
them to
that's
pick.
like saying Mat Attack is like a slaky song.
It is.
It's not. It's just a half-beat song with a quirky sound.
It's just you are
Acid
into the quirky songs. I gotta say, like stuff like Acid Pumper, stuff like Mad Attack. It's all sort of quirky songs. It's not stuff that I actively go out to play on the song list.
And I'm still pissed that Skrillex did a song with freaking GD. Seriously.
Either way, yeah, I feel like this was the safest pick they could have gone with. There's better songs in Copula, as you say, potentially Acid Pumper, as I say, potentially Damage per Second, but this was the safe choice.
Your terrible attempt at neutrality aside,
Yeah.
no, I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, me too. I mean, just...
I have no right to complain about what they've chosen from a new style, when in the past I've said, why don't they just pick a new song? And then they do, and then I turn around and say, the song's shit! It's like, I realise I'm just whinging for the sake of it,
Yeah,
and that's
I mean,
always fun.
On the plus side, at least we do get to play a song that's brand new from Copula.
It's nice also, because you're coming from a lot of songs, at least in this, where they have the chart style of around serious, right?
Yeah.
And then you play Shelter of the Mind, and you can really just feel the difference in how I suppose the approach to making charts has changed.
Look, it's a safe chart too. I mean, it's very straightforward. It's all just 16s or 8s.
I didn't get to play all of it, so...
Well, you can play it on mute after this if you feel so fit to do so.
Well, how about you play Acid Pumper over it, and I'll play it?
Okay, well, how about I do that, and then we'll put that as the video for this week.
I don't think people are going to be happy about that.
Okay,
I will.
Let's not do that. Alright, I guess we'll use my video, so...
I'll be ecstatic. It's also a firm reminder that Acid Pumper is the best thing to come out of Copula thus far.
Oh god, we're gonna jump to a play video. Here's DJ Darks playing Shelter of the Mind.
But don't forget how much better Acid Pumper is.
Okay, so that wraps up another weekly episode of Infinitas releases. Once again, I was really ecstatic that they allowed us to play the championship course again. Once again, really fun course overall. Like, I really like the songs for it. How about you, GOKKUN?
They're all fun.
Yeah.
And as somebody who's currently caffeine deprived and trying to get it completely out of their system, didn't sleep much last night, I can appreciate the fact that everything was an 11.
Yeah.
And not a super dense 12 that makes me, like, you know, clench up.
I think they did that deliberately just to have sort of a mid-range list of songs for the tournament. So it's like, all people can compete, you know, it's not just limited to people who can do, like, ridiculous 12s.
Yeah, that's a fair move on their part.
That being said, when you look at how many people competed, it's kind of like, oh, people didn't really care regardless, but...
In what way?
Well, only 300 people into the tournament of the potentially thousands that are playing the game.
That's 300 is still a decent number, I think.
Yeah, it's alright, I guess, but... It could have been more, honestly. I mean, if the event was more involved, like, more player-friendly, I feel like if they had, like, a normal hyper in another section, as opposed to just another... I mean, I know it was to get into KAC, but...
Maybe proper controller support.
Yeah, well, that's come out.
Oh.
That's in the game now. In the game, in inverted commas. I mean, it's just for the Infinitas controllers, which haven't shipped yet.
Oh, right. The pre-orders for that finished. Actually, you mentioned something at the start of this. You mentioned that all the previous songs are now unlocked. Is this a permanent thing, or...?
It's not a permanent thing, it's just for, I think it's a week. So it's a good thing that we did this now.
Just for this week?
Just for this week.
Okay, so... Alright. If you don't play any of those songs for this week, you lose them.
I don't know if you get them if you play them, that's the thing. I think they've just released everything for this week.
So even if you do play those songs that you didn't have in the past...
You won't get them because you weren't subscribed at the time.
That's whatever. That's
Once again, dick move by Konami. It would have been good if they allowed you to get the songs. I don't know if that's the case or not. We'll see once this period's over. But, I mean, looking at the song list as a whole now, you've got 70 songs.
It's coming together.
Which is not bad. I mean, honestly now, I am actually happy to play Infinitas because I'm like, I've got enough variety to enjoy myself as opposed to the 50 songs that we had, like, 2 months ago.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It's definitely coming along, and it's always going to be a case of just be patient. And being patient's not easy.
No.
Like,
being patient isn't easy.
Like, we all want things now, you know? We all want things now, and you can't have that. Sometimes you just gotta suck it up.
Yeah, and I think someone made a good point on the forum saying the same thing with this game, saying, you know, they are improving it over time. I mean, now we do have, like, personal bests and regional rankings and things like that, which are broken, but at least they're in the game now.
Well, ineptitude aside, they're making an effort.
Yeah,
and it's appreciated.
Now, next week, I'm not sure what they're releasing. I think they're doing the Starlight event, meaning we get to play 4 Ryu Star songs next week. So much enthusiasm from you.
It depends what they are, actually. I mean,
they're new songs, I think. Hopefully we just get new exclusive songs.
Because I was hoping it was just listen up, listen up, listen up, and listen up.
Well, one can dream.
And
Anyway,
then when you play listen up a 4th time, it becomes acid pumper.
On that note, we're going to cut this video to an end. Once again, thank you so much for watching this week, guys, and carries our GOKKUN.
Don't forget that acid pumper was the best thing to ever come out of 2D.
Dust.
There's dust everywhere, man. Embrace it.
You don't want to do it, it's fine.
I'm not
Because I've done a recording of it.
I'm not playing this song.
You hate it?